Bulls got the Pistons tonight. It's the first half of a back-to-back, and then we hit All-Star break. Raise your hand if the All-Star break snuck up on you. I did not realize it was this weekend, but it's a much-needed break. I'm looking forward to it, not having to watch the Bulls for a little bit. This team, man, this team's grinding me down. I've been a Bulls fan for 30 years, and this might be the least amount of fun that I've had watching the Chicago Bulls team. We got Buzelis, and that's about it. You know, even people like to throw that graphic up where it's the terrible starting lineup of the Bulls from I think it's the 17-18 team. And, you know, if you take it out of context, yeah, that looks like those were some dark years. But you got to remember that year we had Lauri Markkanen and we had Zach LaVine. So there was at least some semblance of hope. There's not a lot of semblance of hope with the Bulls right now. But we're loyal, we're ride or die fans, so we're still here. The Bulls are still pushing for that play-in spot. So here's 5 keys to victory against the Pistons tonight. Key number 1, who's going to guard Cade Cunningham? Cade Cunningham is amazing. He's one of my favorite players to watch this year. I've said it before, you know, the last time that we played the Pistons, he might be my favorite guard to watch in the NBA right now. The way that he's carrying the Pistons, it's fun. And I hate it, man. We're Bulls fans. We're supposed to hate the Pistons, but the Pistons are a lot of fun to watch. They got a bright future. I'm having to eat my words because for the last, 2 years, as people were calling for us to tank, I was consistently saying tanking doesn't guarantee anything. We could be the Pistons where we just win 10 to 20 games every year and our draft picks never amount to nothing. And up until this year, it was looking that way for them. And then this year, Cade Cunningham took that leap. Darren looks great. Thompson looks great. Like, they got pieces. They finally added some veterans in there who know how to play ball. Malik Beasley, Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris. So I would trade spots with Pistons fans in a second right now. I love Cade Cunningham's game. The thing I love about him is he's not like every other guard in the NBA, these new age guards where it's all three-pointers or layups. He has a mid-range game. And I love that he has a post-up game too. He'll take you down in the post. He'll shoot that little jump hook, that little turnaround. He's got a complete offensive game. So he's fun to watch the way he gets to his spots. He shredded the Bulls this year. He's averaging like 12 assists a game against the Bulls, 24 points a game against the Bulls. So who we got who's going to guard him tonight? Lonzo's sitting out. Hopefully he plays tomorrow. Kobe White is horrible on defense. Josh Giddey takes gambles on defense, and I think his size might be the best matchup for Cade. But he's also not great, one-on-one defense. He gets most of his good defensive plays come off ball, whether it's helping out on the weak side or playing the passing lanes. Ayo Dosunmu's too small to handle Cade Cunningham, and he secretly hasn't been that good on defense this year. Patrick Williams not quick enough for Cade Cunningham. So Cade Cunningham's going to have a big game tonight. I have no idea who's going to guard the kid. Key number 2, can Nikola Vucevic pretend to play defense tonight? Can he act like he gives a fuck? He's weird, man. The thing that drives me the craziest about Vucevic is he does all this passive-aggressive shit. He had that tweet the other day in French or some other language, and when he translated it, it was something about how it's always loneliest before it gets brighter. It was some weird shit, some poetic shit. And it's like, dude, I know you're not happy here. I know that you want to play winning basketball, but if you yourself played winning basketball, if you gave effort on defense, if you moved your feet just a little bit, maybe you'd be playing some winning basketball. Maybe the Bulls would win more games. Nikola Vucevic, his league-wide nickname is layup line. It's easy, man. Teams know it's easy. That's why nobody was trading for him. That's why nobody's going to trade for him. Stop telling yourself that next year when he's an expiring contract, he's going to have value. He's never going to have value. He's going to finish his contract with the Chicago Bulls. And the Bulls, they're going to be bad as long as he's on the team. I've said for 3 years now, you cannot have a winning basketball team with Nikola Vucevic as your starting center. And the way that teams treat him around trade deadline when they're throwing these low ball offers, although if that Warriors offer is true, if they were really offering Looney, Peyton in 2 seconds for Vooch and we said no, you got to fire the GM. You should be firing the GM anyway, but that's insane to me. But for tonight's matchup, Jalen Duren, he is killing Nikola Vucevic. For his career against the Chicago Bulls, he's averaging 14 points, 14 rebounds, and shooting 70% from the field. That's insane when you take into account that his first 2 to 3 games against the Bulls, it was his rookie year when he was barely getting minutes. He was getting 10 to 15 minutes a night. So to have those 3, he's only played 7 games against the Bulls. That tells you that his last 4 games against the Bulls, he's gone nuts. He's a horrible matchup for Vucevic. He's too athletic, he's too big, he's too strong, and he tries hard. Vooch does not do good against guys who try hard. So I just need Vooch to have some semblance of playing defense tonight. Key number 3, we got to run them off that three-point line. The Pistons got shooters, man. Don't get it twisted. They're not a straight-up three-point team like the Chicago Bulls are, but they can get hot. Malik Beasley, he gets hot from 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. can get hot from 3. The last time we played Cade Cunningham, he got hot from 3. Thompson's working on his shot. Tobias Harris can get it every once in a while. Fontecchio, he's a shooter. So they got shooters around. The Bulls, they need to run them off the three-point line. Try to force them to finish contested in the mid-range or at the rim. Key number 4, we need to play Jalen Smith a whole lot more. Jalen Smith, quietly for the last month or so, he's outplaying Nikola Vucevic. When you watch him out there, 1, he tries. He gives effort. You can't say that about Nikola Vucevic. 2, he's way more athletic. His shot is a lot more reliable from 3 for the last probably 2 months, actually. He provides more of a shot blocking presence. He's not a great rim defender, but he's, compared to Nikola Vucevic, the motherfucker's Ben Wallace. So I need to see more Jalen Smith. I want to see Vucevic's minutes down between 25, 28 a game, and I want to see Smith getting about 20 minutes a game. If Zach Collins ever takes his spot in the rotation, I'm going to riot. Zach Collins is garbage. I don't know why we traded for him. I don't understand it at all. Jalen Smith needs more minutes. He's been really good this year. And finally, key number 5, Modest Buzelis. He's really the only hope we have as Bulls fans this year. He's playing fantastic. The more minutes they give him, the more opportunities he gets, the better he looks. I'm kind of bummed I'm not going to be able to watch him in the dunk contest this weekend. One of my clients is fighting on Saturday, and he doesn't fight till 9 o'clock. So I'm going to miss the whole dunk contest. And I'm not a dunk contest guy. It hasn't been good in a while. It's not going to be good this year. My thing with the dunk contest is they need to get stars in it. If Anthony Edwards goes out there and throws down a dunk that's like a 7 out of 10 that we've seen a million times, it's going to be way cooler than Mac McClung doing a 360 double through the legs, spin on your head, whatever bullshit he's going to do. Nobody cares. If you're a nobody basketball player, nobody cares. The dunk contest is all about aura. We need to get back to having all-stars in it. So I was going to want to watch this year just because of Buzelis, just because he's fun to watch, but not going to get a chance to. So tonight, hopefully they give him, a long runway. They let him keep cooking, keep taking guys off the dribble. It's something that keeps surprising people is how good his handle is, how tight his handle is for how tall and how lanky he is. So take him off the dribble. Him versus Thompson tonight, that's a fun matchup. That's hopefully a matchup that's going to be a rivalry for the next 10 to 15 years in that division. So those are my 5 keys to victory. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, how you feel about the Bulls, if you're excited for All-Star Weekend this weekend.